Now then, I can't remember whether this is day 3 or day 4, but big progress, look. Now, the plastic's on. I've got some supports on the door frames, look. Some scrap plywood, which that plywood that I've been using for those models. This is some of the other plywood that isn't any good for models, but look at that. It's ideal for door trim. It's not smart, but it's offcuts. It's just, I mean, the whole wheelbarrow cost me, what was it, €35? Oh no, not a lot anyway. The whole wheelbarrow load, right. So that's secured. Both ends. I've built the door for this end, look. I've even jointed it. Don't look at the joints, they're not posh, but it's jointed. Jointed, 2 doors. It's in 2 halves so that I can handle it easier. The bottom half's going to be plastic, definitely. I'm not sure whether to make the top door a fly netting door, so it could keep the mosquitoes out but let the airflow in the summer, and then put some plastic on the outside of here, like a roll of plastic to roll down. I might even make another door if I've got enough wood, you know, a plastic door. Anyway, that's one. I can make another one just the same. So there's 2 there. They're only held in with screws at the moment, but they'll be held in with screws. Later I'm going to devise a system of holding them with like a turnbuckle, a wooden turnbuckle on the outside, probably a batten down here and at the bottom, you know, to hold them in firmly. A thin piece of wood, both sides. Now on the outside, a bit of a turnbuckle fastened on here, on this upright, and then just screw it round to hold it in place. That's one for the top, one for the bottom, or maybe even 4. So that's the first door. So next job, next day, it's 5 o'clock now, is to build the doors for that end and then sheet them. This is the plastic cut off from the ends, so I think there'll be enough there to do 4 doors. Otherwise I've got a bit of scrap plastic in the house I can use. I haven't cut this off yet, so, you know, or buried it or anything until I know if I need some more odds and ends of plastic. Oh, now the other thing is it was waving about in the wind just now, so I've put some string over it. I've used sisal for the moment because I've got a big ball of sisal. It'll last a couple of years, I might have to renew it, but it doesn't matter, it's done, and I got the string, garden string. So we'll look down the side. There we are. Got the string on it, look. Stops it blowing about, do you see? Because there's a storm coming, can you see? There's some bit of wind and rain coming, so that will hold it down. Got a bit of a hole there, but that'll easy mended. And it's fastened around the hooks here and anchored up here. It's not, you know, wickedly tight, but obviously, as you can see, it's tight enough. All the way down, look, on each of the 3 sections. It's double stringed on each section. And all the hooks on each side have got string on them to stop the plastic blowing away. There we are, string on that one. As you look down, string on that one. String on that. This is a good side, isn't it? Because you can see it easier with there's no shrubs in the way. See a string on there, string on here. Oh, that's got a lot on that one. Looks like we've missed this one. It should be over there, but it's tight. Anyway, that's not bad. I can always stick another one over there if I have to. Pretty good, I'm pleased with that. Just going in the house. Can you see that? That big black cloud that's advancing. My goodness. Looks a bit ominous, that does. Right, end of the day. Right, as I said, it's day 5. There's the top of one of the back doors. Plastic on the frame. This bit is a piece of ply, plastic's underneath it, basically staple. See, I've basically used a staple gun just to hold it on, and then we're going to put some plywood down the sides to reinforce it, give it a better chance of staying together. Down here this morning I've been working on a patent door fastening to hold the frame in place. So we've got a bit of a sneck here, look, just winds up, it just wants finishing, so there'll be a washer under there and a turnbuckle, and then when the plastic's on there, there'll be a piece of wood here to stop that falling any further down, hold it in place. And then on the outside we've got these little bits here, some more there, look, to stop it moving outwards, you see. And then there's a bit on the inside. When you're making something out of odds and ends, it's not got a design. Well, we know the polytunnel has a design, but when you're making things out of odds and ends and you're not actually going and buying everything you need purposefully, you're just using what you've got. I mean, this wood here, this is decking. I've cut it into a piece of decking, 4 meters long, and I think I've used 2 or 3 lengths of decking to make 4 doors. The glue's dried now, so they're quite strong now, and they should last several years. So there's the patent lock on here, look, and then it'll have a block just under here to stop that falling down, so it stays there and holds the thing in place. And at the bottom we've got a thing to stop it going outwards. We'll probably need something else, another of these at the bottom. We've got some at the top, just 2 to hold the top door. Again, just it's there just to start with. It wants a bigger hole and a washer so it wobbles about, and then as it comes down there'll be a block of wood on the top door to stop it going any further, hold it in place. So that's my patent thingamy. I'm going to use some of these strips that we just cut up now to put down the edges of this door, hold it in place and screw them in. Okay, right, I've put some thin plywood strips all around the outside edge, holding the plastic. We just missed a bit there. I'm just going to put a little bit there before I finally finish it off. Just gives it some extra strength, and then we're going to bend the plastic round on the frame and staple it down the sides here. Staple it down here all the way along on all 4 sides, and then trim it off. See you in a bit. Yeah, maybe you can watch me struggling with this staple gun. Let's see how we're going. The easier for is electric. I've seen them in the shops and special offers. I thought, well, I don't need one of those, but wow, it would be good to do this. It would be good. We'll start in the middle here. This is an old gadget. I had this since the 1970s. I used to use it for business. It was riding around in a lorry every day for weeks and months. And it's still working. There we are. Sway a bit further. Quite strong plastic, actually. Surprising. If it's not, staple your hand, of course. That would hurt. That's made quite a strong door. Actually, I'm not going to trim that. Neat as it is, I think. Oh, there's a few rough edges here. That's a bit excessive there. We'll trim that bit up. Oh, now we've got it in place. Damn thing was switched off. It's probably switched off for ages. So there's the door in place. I'm just stapling some plastic onto this back surface. We're out of staples. While it's in situ, you can see how that stops it falling out. This stops it falling this way. We're going to put a little block on there. Stop it falling down. Another one just there. Oh, ever so pleased with that. Staples. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we're going to take that door down and fit a piece in the middle of this one and yippee, and plastic coat the second one. Right, put things away. It's easier, one door at a time, a lot easier. Just one door at a time, yeah. Right, well, fit I've got a thing here for the second door to go on here. And we'll go from there. Right, see you in a minute. It's recording. Okay. I've covered the bottom door and just put the staples on and cut the plastic round roughly. Now it remains to put the wooden trim on, cover up the plastic, reinforce it around the outside edge, the thin plywood, screw it in place, and then staple bend the plastic over, staple it on the sides, and that's door 2 finished for the back or north of the tunnel. We've got another gadget. Now all these screws that I'm using came from Aldi when they got special offers. So I bought a box or two now and again, another box or two, and now I've got lots of screws in stock, enough to do the whole job, which I'm very pleased about, obviously. Now I'm going to show you this other gadget we've got. It's another plunge saw. Now this came from Aldi. battery powered, little plunge saw, small blade, very adjustable. Adjustments are here on that lever there, and as you've got a security knob here. This knob, that one there, push it in as you begin to use the saw, and that's what tilts the. You can see it tilting now, look. That's what allows it to tilt. I'm not going to work the blade, it cut my steps in half. So, to do this, that has been incredibly useful to cut out my joints, and I'm now just trimming things up on site, so I can just haven't got to keep going backwards and forwards to the big saw. Pretty good, eh? Right, I'll see you again when I finish screwing all these things in. Now then, it's finished. We've installed it. Well, it's not totally finished, but there we are. A bottom and a top door. We've got the turnbuckles there and there, and where's my finger? There's one holding the top on, and that one is holding the bottom on. So just need to put some more in. Where's my finger? I've lost the damn thing. One more there at the bottom, another one there, and one there, and one there, just to make it secure. But I'm quite pleased with that. It's fairly draft free as well. Looks simple, doesn't it? And of course I can take half down. I can take half down, keep the mice out and things like that, and just take half away. This one opens inwards, and the other one, frame on the floor, ready to do some more to it. That end is going to open outwards, so that's where you'll come in. Yeah, good progress today. And now then, thanks for being with us for this last episode. We just finished the doors at one end of the polytunnel, and tomorrow we're going to start on the south end. Just the same design of doors, made the same way out of the offcuts of plywood. And then after that we're going to just run through how much it's cost so far and just show you the tools we're using. So basically it's made of odds and ends. My joinery is knock it together joinery, but it stays together. That's what I like about it. I've been doing it a few years now. I was a bit disturbed to see my huge belly showing in that last film. It was dreadful. But unfortunately, it's a bit flabby because, last year, you probably know, I ended up in hospital for weeks with cancer of the colon. And I had several operations, the bag and all that kind of thing. And then the surgeon cut a great big hole in me and cut the colon in half and took the bad bits out, sewn it all up again, and then the bag went in July last year. So things are a bit flabby there at the moment. I keep exercising, but he's warned me you've got to be careful not to exercise too much and get a rupture. That would be a dreadful. Well, having to go in again, a bit sewn up. So it's I just had to put up with the big belly for the time being. It'll get back to normal next year. Well, or later this year, I hope. Anyway, thanks for being with us. Remember, if you like it, give us a like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And then coming up is the link to Cracker Books. There are, can't remember how many books there are to download. There's lots of different kinds of books. There's picture story books, children's books, and then of course there's about 200 audio stories. You can download them and listen to them wherever you like on whatever thing you're using, phone or whatever. So thanks for being with us. Until the next time, cheerio.